Eric Sermon has come forward and tried to encourage his friend, and I think someone he admires based on the way he worded it,
Mm-hmm.
Andre 3000. I'm going to paraphrase here, not quote, but Eric Sermon basically said that he heard what, Andre 3000 said about making hip hop music,
Mm-hmm.
and that he shouldn't worry about what the kids say or what others will say and how they'll criticize him, that
Mm-hmm.
he is too creative and too important and too innovative to continue to stay quiet. And so, yes, Andre 3000, Eric Sermon wants you to make music. To that, you say what?
I think it's good for him to have his peers, you know, encourage him. I I think that he's been, like it or not, I think that he's been vulnerable about his insecurities around making rapping at the age that he's at. I also think that the more I process what he said, Andre 3000, it's very relatable to all of us, probably in different ways, but it's something that can resonate with all of us, where you may get to a certain point in life and wonder, am I still able to do this? Does this make sense? Am I making the wrong decision here? Or should I just shelf this dream that I had? It doesn't necessarily have to be about your age. It could be, or it could be for some other reason that maybe it's not, to other people doesn't seem like it means much. Like it's not. So what if you're 48? There's people who rap at 48. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's something that's relatable to all of us. Um, so I think it's a good thing to not only see his peers doing it, but also to hear other people who are um in the same industry, in the same lane as him, say, hey, like, what, we want to hear from you because you are an icon. And why would, if you want to make the music, put the music out. I think everybody is begging 3000 right now. Just make rap, please. Put it out. Give us one song. I think people would be satisfied if they got one song from him, you know? So I think it's really cool that Eric Sermon showed his admiration for him, and but also like kind of tried to encourage him and give him a little push and let him know that his voice still matters. I mean, the flute is cool and everything. That's fine. But you are so, you can be so impactful with your voice. And he's one of those people that we will, like Eric Sermon said, we will listen. We will stop and listen. Like that's not, and I think this is why I'm hoping that he turns the corner on this 3000, because I think that we showed him that. I think that people showed him that by supporting the Flute album the way they did. That people will get behind what he's doing. I mean, he's doing a whole tour. He's going to be at Roots. Like,
Yep. Yes, he
he
will.
is out and about. I'm very sad that I missed him at the Blue Note, but he is out and about performing this Flute album. And I'm hoping that maybe somewhere at some point he just like puts down the flute in the middle of the performance and it's like, fuck it. Let me give y'all some bars.
Okay.
But it seems to me that he's a little bit, he might be a bit consumed by his thoughts around too old for this. I don't know why you're too old for rap. but just the right age for the flute? That would be my question to him. Like, if your windpipe works, what's
Well,
the
he said in the GQ interview
Mhm.
that while he has many internal debates about
Mhm.
rap,
Yeah.
about writing raps and recording raps and releasing rap songs, that he has a new love for flute instruments and that he is in the phase of just discovery and creation, and it's exciting to him.
Mhm.
And that's what he said in the GQ interview a couple months back, that this is new and exciting for me, and rap is not. I will always love rap, but I don't really know what to do there anymore. I
Okay.
think that although this is the first time we hear him express, I don't know what to do there anymore, that this is not the first time he's felt that way.
Mhm.
His last album was not a rap album.
Mhm.
Excuse me, not Stankonia. Speakerbox / Love Below was not a rapidy rap album. It
Mhm.
was not the typical Outcast album. It was Andre 3000 doing other things, right?
Mhm.
The
That's
the
true.
the, the big record, the two big records, you know, from there with him, he's not really rapping much.
That's true.
And most of that album is singing. And today is, whatever, but that was a long time ago today.
Mhm.
And yeah, that's the number one selling rap album in history, and that's awesome. But I think he told us a long time ago, I don't really know what to do here anymore.
Mhm.
I don't think he likes the business of it, the industry politics of it,
Mhm.
and I don't want to deal with that and be criticized about my old man raps.
Yeah.
I think that's very clear today. And so where I hear Eric Sermon encouraging him, I think it's falling on deaf ears. I don't think Andre 3000 cares about Lil Wayne or Eric Sermon publicly saying, like, we want to hear your raps. We look up to you. You're amazing. I think those things are nice for him to hear, but I don't think he cares about that. He is enveloped in this flute stuff, in this tour, in this music creation, etc. And we either have to accept it or not. I think that's it. And yeah, it has nothing to do with age because his contemporaries are still rapping and doing very well at
Mhm.
rapping. If we're talking about skill and ability, yeah, there's plenty of people he can look around and see that are his age or his peers, quote unquote, from when he was out, even his freshman class, they didn't do this back then, but even the outcast freshman class,
Mhm.
yeah, there's plenty of them still doing it. Or most of Wu Tang is still doing stuff and doing well at it.
Mhm.
Jay-Z is still, people loved his last album. I didn't, but people loved the Jay-Z's last album. Jay-Z's about to drop an album at some point this year. We know Jay-Z did
Even though he's
exceptionally,
lying about it.
yes. Um Jay-Z did exceptionally well on God Did. That was that level of rapping. Um Nas dropped 6 albums in 2 years with quality music. So I'm not saying that to champion the people I'm fans of. I'm saying if this was simply, and even Big Boy is still rapping and putting out music. So if this was simply about his contemporaries, about his peers, and not having enough examples of that, well, then that would have been a wash a long time ago. It's not about age. It's not about his peers. It's about his mental state. It's about his uh
I'm so sorry.
block, his self-created block
Mhm.
of creativity, which is fine. I'm not saying that to diss him. I'm just explaining because the things that you said, I can tell you artists think about all the time. Am I still good enough? Am I still skilled enough? Should I still do this? Are there new things for me to say? Are there
Mhm.
new things for me to do?
Yeah.
Artists think about that all the time. And so that's not a new thought. So it's just that his heart's not in it right now. And who knows, maybe it will be someday. But I don't think this encouraging very nice words, these encouraging and very nice words are going to do anything. I think he is very much committed to the journey of creating this wind-based instrumental music, that's the words he used in the GQ interview. I didn't watch any of the interviews afterwards, so I don't know about those.
Well, that's what I don't remember which interview this was, but he did an interview that I remember where he said, that's why I brought up the age thing because there's a quote from him saying, "I'm 48. Like, what am I
That was
doing?"
GQ. He
Was
said,
it?
"I'm 48 years old. What do I rap about? Going to get a colonoscopy?"
Yeah. And I think he continued to say that on his tour that he was on for a while. So,
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's bullshit. It's not about age. It's about what's going
right.
on up here.
I mean,
Because there are 50 plus year old rappers killing it. You can go look up a recent video of KRS-One going nuts in the studio from like 2023 or 2022. And KRS-One is 50 plus.
right. Yeah.
So it's not an age thing.
Well,
He's using that as an excuse because he has a creative block. That's what I'm saying.
no, I hear what you're saying.
Which is okay. It's okay to have a creative block. I'm not hating on his creative block or his his desire to explore wind-based instruments and what does it sound like for me to create with this, even though I'm a baby in the expertise level of wind-based instruments. All his words, not
Yeah.
mine. And I think that's fine. It's okay to discover something new and exciting and want to just do that. It happens all the time with a show, with a person you're interested in a creative thing you like, You see it all the time. People just pick up another thing and it's like, oh man, I forgot all about that other thing. I mean, I've been podcasting the last couple years like it's running out of style, and I have dropped one song in the last couple of years. People ask me about music all the time. So I understand exactly what he's going through. It's just like, you know, stop playing with us. You keep lying and changing what you're saying. That's my beef, which I've already said in the past. But I don't think the encouraging words are going to change anything.
Hmm. Well, that's unfortunate.
Because you want to hear Andre 3000 raps.
Mhm.
Got you. I think I think
Don't we?
I would like to hear them when he believes it's time to do them. I don't want to hear, well, everyone keeps asking me for it, so I'll go do it. Sure.
Oh well, yeah. I don't. When I say that, I don't mean that he should do it when he's not passionate about it or his heart is not in it. Like I don't think
So
that, but I do think that if his issue is that he's not able to connect, or he's having trouble seeing himself doing it at this point because he's removed himself so much from it. I think it's okay to I think it's okay for him to try to find a way um to do that. But no, I don't think he should just fine guys. I
right,
don't that's not that's that's not at all what I'm saying. I'm just saying I'm glad that people are reaffirming that it doesn't matter how old you are, and we know how talented you are, and that's what we're talking about when we say, oh, we want to see you rap and whatever. It's not that all those things, all those doubts that you hold yourself, we don't have those feelings about you. We're not
right,
thinking that of you. Um, and you have to get to that place on your own. That's not really something that other people can fix for you.
right.
Um, but I do think that it's okay to, make people feel encouraged and, whatever. So yeah, I mean, he gotta get to a good place, or maybe he never will get to a good place. I don't know.
Right. And so That's where I'm at with it too. If he gets inspired and says, "All right, after that wind-based instrument stuff, I've done that. I did a great album and a great tour. I'm ready to rap." Then I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I just don't want you to keep playing games with us because it's ridiculous.
He could even rap to the flute music.
Now I gotta go see you at Roots playing the fucking flute.
I
You wanna
mean,
see that?
you don't want to see that though?
No, because he said he didn't want to do. Don't get me started. We did this already.
Yeah, Glow.
Yeah, Glow. Right. Exactly. Nah, Dre.
All right. Well, we know how you feel, so we can
Yeah,
wrap
don't
this
get me.
up.
I'm not gonna go back down that rabbit hole.
All right. Well, I think that's it, right?
Yes, and shout out to Eric Sermon and Lil Wayne for showing love to this man, to showing the love and appreciation for this innovative, creative, extremely talented hip hop act, even if he's not doing hip hop. I do think that we should say that because we're saying good stuff about Andre, but let's also show love to the cats who
Oh
are
yeah.
showing love in the era of hate speech.
No, that's absolutely true. I love that this happened. I love that Eric Sermon said something. I love that Lil Wayne said something. Um, and I don't think they're the only ones. I think a lot of people share those sentiments, and
Yeah,
will probably hear other people say it. Because there are a lot of people who also feel incredibly inspired by him.
yeah.
So